Today in GialloZafferano kitchen we are going to discover the secrets of a worldwide famous cake, the Sachertorte. Follow me so I can show you how to do it. For a Sachertorte I need butter, vanilla, egg yolks, egg white, dark chocolate 60%, double O flour, white flour, sugar, salt, icing sugar. Let's start melting the chocolate in water at bain-marie. It is very important for the chocolate not to go above 55 degrees, otherwise when mixed with whipped butter, the butter might melt. Whilst the chocolate is melting, we start whipping the butter. We add to our vanilla butter the sugar and start whipping. Now we add salt and very slowly the egg yolk. This mix of butter, salt, icing sugar and egg yolk and vanilla must be whipped for about 8 minutes. This job, the whipping of butter and yolks together, is very important because we are emulsifying two fats. If it is not whipped properly, the cake won't develop during cooking time and will result very heavy. Whereas, if we whip it for 8–10 minutes, all the air that we are incorporating will stay inside during cooking and the cake will result softer. Now we are going to mix our chocolate melted at 55 degrees with the compounded butter and yolks. Now let's go and whip the egg white with sugar. When whipping egg white, it is very important to whip it without any sugar first. And when the white starts growing, then you slowly add sugar. Because if you add sugar at the beginning immediately, the egg white will be heavier and it will consequently be more difficult to whip it. As you can see, the egg white is not 100% whipped, because we need it to develop in the oven. If we whip the white to the maximum, it will rise in the oven, but it will collapse. Whereas if we whip it to 70%, we allow it to have this 25–30% to develop, and the cake will rise and will be soft. Now we are going to mix our whipped egg white and the butter and chocolate mix. Firstly, we are going to put half, about 50% of the egg white to the mix. Let's stir it properly. Let's add the other 50% along with the flour. And let's stir gently to complete our mix. Now we are going to pour our mix in a greased cake sized approximately 20–22 centimeters of diameter. Now we are going to bake our cake at 170 degrees in a preheated oven for about 30–40 minutes. For the filling and for the frosting you will need apricot jam, 33/35% fat cream, and 60% dark chocolate. Our base is now cooked and cooled. We only need to take it out of the mold, cut it in half, fill it, glaze it with our apricot jam, and in the end glaze it with our ganache. I'll show you now. Let's glaze it with our jam. Now here it depends on how you want it. If you want it softer, you'll put more jam. If you want it slightly drier, you'll put less. Let's place the second layer and let's put a thin glaze of apricot jam so that our ganache will then result much glossier. It's ready for the frosting now. Now we're ready for frosting. Let's make our ganache. Let's pour the cream in our saucepan and take it to a boil. If the cream is boiling, turn the heat off and pour the chocolate. Okay, it's ready. Now let's pour our ganache on the cake. Let's now put the Sachertorte in the fridge at +4 to let the ganache set. And then you will see an incredible process. Now it is extremely glossy. During this 20 minutes it will turn matte glossy and our cake is ready to be eaten. Here's my Sachertorte, served with half-whipped unsweetened cream. How it is served in Vienna at the Sacher Hotel. Bon appétit!